Palace won, Brentford won. It was Statman. Dan, thoughts on the game, mate?
I think I can look at it in two ways. I can look at it in terms of like the chances created. I think they created chances, we created chances. On the face of it, I think a 1-1 result is probably about fair. I think it was just the manner of it, like we were saying earlier. The manner of it was just so frustrating because it's like, you take a 1-0 lead, and then why do you decide to put five at the back 15 minutes before? Fine, 88th minute, sure, I get that totally. But like, why 15 minutes before? You're inviting Brentford onto us. Brentford have literally sat back the entire game. They've been sat back the entire game. They nullified us in the first half. The second half, we started doing a bit better. Zaha scored an absolutely brilliant goal to break the deadlock, which, and then he decides to then put five at the back like about 20 minutes after, which I think is a shame. So I think it is Vieira's fault in that sense. I mean, some of the players obviously didn't do themselves any favours. I mean, we got three centre-halves, and then one of their players is in the middle of the boxes, just heads it in. So, they got to take partial of the blame. And also as well, I think there was an element of that last sort of like 15 minutes, not just the formation, but like they were just trying to do like really silly things. Like I think that chance actually came about because Anderson went to like do like one of his diagonal balls, one of the few that actually goes wrong. Then they get an opportunity to attack us. So it's all these little things. It just builds up. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating, and that's that would be my thoughts on it, really.
You summed it up to a T, to be fair. Let's look at Brentford. Mm-hmm. I felt like they came with a plan because I think first 15, 20 minutes, I don't think we could get out of a half, really. Not that they were doing anything that was putting us under any pressure, but they kept the ball really well. What did you make of Brentford?
I think Brentford are always a very frustrating team to play because, like with the whole Moneyball thing, their ethos, like they like grinding things out, and I think everything they were doing all just contributes to that little the marginal gains and all that kind of stuff, like with like the long throws, and then every time they had a corner or a set piece, my heart was in my throat because I know what their record's like. I know what our record's like. I'm actually quite surprised that we didn't concede a goal. We almost did at the end. But I think they're a very good team. As I said, they came with a game plan to frustrate us. They had every player behind the ball. Their wing backs, their full backs were very good. They kept Elise and Zaha pretty quiet, for pretty much all the first half, to be honest. And not a lot of teams do that. I think what their plan was that they were going to sit back and then hit us on like a set piece or something like that, hoping to take like a 1-0 and then take that back to West London. And yeah, I thought it worked for them, to be honest. I'm surprised, even after they scored the equaliser, a part of me actually thought, are they going to go up again and then score another goal? Like that's how uneasy I felt towards the end of that game.
Absolutely, and I think that kind of sums up the game pretty much. And why do you think Vieira went defensive?
I think it is part of his plan because he was doing it towards the end of last season with some success, to be fair. And I think it will work if you're playing the right kind of team, but not against Brentford, I don't think. I think maybe it was just him not experimenting, but like he thought it could work, and he just doesn't. And, he maybe will hold his hand and say, "Sorry, that was me." I think, especially when they've sat back the entire time, I don't think it was really necessary. Yeah,
absolutely. Man in the match?
I'll probably have to say Zaha. Oh no! Shout out Czech Decore if you're watching. That was a lovely ball to find Zaha for then the goal, so he got the assist. And then he was spraying balls left, right, and centre. He was unreal today. So he'd be my man of the match.
Dan, pleasure.
Lovely.